Taking a live look outside from the Mission Ridge camera right now. It is not a pretty picture out there. Let's get to meteorologist Cedric Haynes, who has been watching the radar and has a look at our afternoon forecast and what we can expect. Cedric.
Well, Latrice, kind of what you see is what you're going to get as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon. Notice we are socked in with the low clouds out there, all this gray, and you can see some of those thicker clouds that are moving down towards Calhoun and Ellijay, but notice the clouds that are just not moving here as you go back up towards Monteagle, Dunlap, and over towards McMinnville. So we're going to be stuck in these clouds. A very sharp clearing line here just north of the area here. If you cross over the plateau heading up 24 towards Nashville, you break out in the sunshine, but we are still stuck in those clouds. At least most of the moisture, that light rain that we had overnight and early this morning, that system continues to push off towards the east. But again, you can see, look at that sunshine for Nashville, Bowling Green, back over towards Memphis. But for us here in southeast Tennessee, northern Alabama, northwest Georgia, we are socked in with the clouds, and that will likely hold for most of the day. Also, I want you to notice as this green continues to move away, on the back edge of that, you see some of that pink that was showing up? Well, we have a little bit of a wintry weather there in some of the highest of elevations there in North Carolina and East Tennessee over the past 12 hours or so. In fact, let me take you back over here towards Newfound Gap, where we had that snow that was coming down earlier this morning here. And I'll tell you, it's getting colder and colder, so these scenes will become more likely, especially in the higher elevations in the months to come. But just kind of neat to see that going on, and just gives you an idea that, yes, the seasons are changing out there. Now, this morning around Mount LeConte, we had about an inch of snow that was reported overnight from some of that moisture that was moving through. So while most of us saw some of that light rain, there was enough cold air and moisture that mixed together in the highest of elevations to give us some a little wintry weather. Now, we're not expecting any wintry weather in that form to move our way, but we are watching out for some cold air that is going to follow this system. Now, everything is going to be dependent upon the clouds. And I showed you there the satellite picture. You can see that back edge of cloud cover very close to the area, but not quite here. So when you look at this map, it kind of helps to explain the story. So we've got freeze warnings that are in effect here, especially along and north and west of the plateau. That's where temperatures will likely drop to or below freezing because skies will be clear there. Where does the clouds thin out across southeast Tennessee? That's going to be the question to determine who gets down into the low to mid 30s and who stays basically in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Right now, looks like they're painting the picture that, they think most of us here in southeast Tennessee and northeast Alabama will likely drop down into the mid 30s, but the clouds may hang on just enough to keep temperatures a little warmer across North Georgia. So we'll be watching this very closely, but either way you slice it, cold weather alerts that are in effect here as we're expecting some very chilly temperatures heading into tonight. So let me walk you through the temperature forecast. This evening it's going to be chilly. By 7 o'clock, we're already down into the low to mid 40s across most areas. And then where do the skies clear? Either way, looks like we're going to at least have some patchy areas of frost across southeast Tennessee with temperatures dipping on down into the mid 30s there, but you may hold right around the upper 30s to 40-degree mark there across North Georgia and over towards places like DeKalb County in northeast Alabama. But as we go into Friday, I do think everybody clears out. So by the time we get towards Saturday morning, I think everyone will dip down into the 30s. And I think that'll be a little better chance for everyone to experience some of that frosty conditions out there, at least the first frost of the season. So either you get it tomorrow morning or you get it Saturday morning. But the chances pretty high that at some point we're going to see that happening. So cloudy skies out there for us now, temperatures falling. We're not warming up very much. It's going to be chilly to start over the weekend mornings, but lots of sunshine in the afternoon hours. And we'll talk more about our next weather maker here coming up. But your Storm Alert 7-day forecast, we do fall back as we go towards this weekend.